There are some changes going on this morning at the Bureau of Animal Regulation and Care. Changes that will make the animals healthier and happier. Fox 26's John Donnelly is live right now at BARC in Northeast Houston. John.
Sibylla, this is the biggest change probably right now is we've got these dog runs here. You can see the dogs they're getting outside every day for about 30-45 minutes. And getting a little bit of exercise, and when we show up, a little bit of a treat there, here and there. Joining me now is James Oxford. He is an animal advocate, and you've been following the situation out here at BARC for how long now?
A little over a year now.
And what changes have you seen?
Overall changes, just cleaner facilities. We're starting to see more people come out and adopt, improvement in management, improvement in all staff across the board, just morale's improving across the board. Good interaction with the volunteers as well. So,
what was it like when you first started coming out here?
It was not a clean facility at all. There was a lot of animosity between volunteers and the people that worked here. It was a neglected facility. No one was really coming out to adopt. It was mainly just a dumping ground for animals. And
so what do you think of the changes?
Very happy. I mean, we're definitely starting to see it move in the right direction, and this is what we've been wanting for a long time. And so we're excited to see it cleaner and see people happier, a lot of cooperation between everyone. So
now this is a work in progress. What is on your wish list? What would you like to see out here now?
Honestly, across the board, we just want to see everything to keep moving in this direction. There's always rooms for improvement to get more people out here to adopt and everything. But we also want to see more things happening off-site as well, get the animals out to the people. There's talk about an Ann Young Adoption Center. That would be a great improvement. Mobile units going out and with adoptions, just anything to get these animals out in front of people to make them aware that this is a possibility when they're looking for a new pet. So,
James Oxford, thanks very much for joining us. And one more point I want to make, these runs, these are actually donated by friends of BARC. So you can see that the BARC is definitely working better with the volunteers than they were in the past. We're live on the Northeast Side. John Donnelly, Fox 26 News.
Thank you, Aaron. Animals at Houston's shelter are now enjoying a lot more freedom this morning and more exercise.
Fox 26's John Donnelly live at BARC this morning to show us how things are improving. John, good morning.
Hey, Tom, there's been some big changes here at BARC. You see these animal runs here. This is one of the big things right here. The animals all get outside their cages every day. That's new. They used to maybe once a week, and you can see one of the staffers here taking one of the dogs out for a walk. They take them out every day, 30 to 45 minutes or so, while they clean their cages and play with them a little bit too. And this is a result of management change, but it's also the result of pressure brought by actually some animal advocates and volunteers out here. And I've got one of those volunteers right now. I've got James Oxford. And tell me what the relationship is out here. This is a visible sign of what the changes are, but there's something more fundamental that you don't obviously see, and that's the relationship between BARC and volunteers like yourself. Tell me how it's changed.
There's definitely been some open communication. They're really starting to listen to a lot of the concerns that volunteers have had for years. And so we're just hoping for that to continue. There's always been a lot of ideas, a lot of things that volunteers wanted to see, and just no action on it. And so we're starting to see that. We just need that to continue.
Now your group brings dogs out to adopt, and there's a very different way that procedure works now. Tell me about that.
Right. It completely fell on the volunteers that they wanted to have an adoption event. They came and picked up the animals themselves, hauled them to the adoption events, brought them back if they weren't adopted. And so now they're really starting to work with us to arrange shipping them to the location for us so that we can really focus on putting on a good event and getting more animals out.
So you must be happy about these changes.
I'm very happy, very happy. I'm not. We're always looking to see it continue to improve. Until there's no animals here, we always have work to do, and it can always get better. But we're in the right direction for the first time.
Now you've gone on the internet to make it easier for people to volunteer. What do you got there?
We have a group called Weekends at BARC that we started about a year ago. It's on Facebook, and people can go in there, get in contact with us, and we can get them all set up and ready to come out here and start volunteering, because we always need more volunteers.
All right, James Oxford, thanks very much. And just speaking of volunteers, this set of dog runs, this is a gift of the Friends of BARC. The volunteers paid for this, made this all happen. So that ought to tell you the different relationship right there that BARC now has with the people who love dogs and cats and other animals. We're live on the Northeast Side. John Donnelly, Fox 26 News.
Great new change. Thanks a lot, John.